What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Collider Interview Studio at Fantastic Fest 2024. I get to talk more Teacup. Huge congratulations on your show. Scott, last time we spoke, I had only seen half of it. Now I have seen the full season, and my God, where things go. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So we are splitting this conversation up. You are here for the spoiler-free portion of it. So if you have not seen any Teacup, this is the video for you. We are going to be nice and safe right now. I can't say the same for the back half. First question, I would love for all three of you to chime in, because this feels like the kind of show that does not work without the perfect ensemble. And I do think Ian has found it in all of you. So do you remember the first moment on set where you kind of stopped, looked around at everyone and said to yourself, my God, we're the perfect cast for this?
I don't know if I remember one particular moment. I really have to, take my hat off to Ian of creating that environment before anybody even got there. And I've worked in both ways where you're like, wow, I hope this cast is good, because, it doesn't feel totally all the way there and the family dynamics aren't really there and we need to work extra hard for it to get there. But really, when I would be doing the read through actually, and I knew where the show was going and I knew that Ian had written these great scripts, I was like, we have a really good shot at doing something special here.
Yeah, I think when we did the table read, we just, you just look around and everyone was so into it already, which was really exciting. And then we started off with a lot of night shoots with the whole cast basically was on set for that. And so that was exciting, to just see everyone in their characters for the first few times. It was very exciting.
Yeah, I think for the table read, I think at least I realized that this was a very good cast for this type of show. And then, like Emily said, the night shoots, and then there are a lot of people there, and you got to see everybody doing what they were supposed to do.
It's one of the most exciting parts, is like reading at a table read and then seeing everything come to life right before your eyes. I love it.
Exactly.
So again, we are not spoiling anything yet, so I need to tease your characters for our viewers. So for each of you, at the very beginning of Teacup, what would you say is your character's greatest strength in the situation they find themselves in, but also what is their greatest weakness, the thing that could do them in when trying to survive this?
For James, his greatest strength, I would say he was the type of guy that would probably, actually, you know what? I can only really think of what he would be bad at, because that jumps out to me, especially at the beginning, because I think what I loved about this character is he starts off in such an unlikable position and he seems a little distant from the family. There's overt things and then there's other things. And I think you could get the sense that when stuff would come down the pike, he would run rather than face it. And I think what was interesting about me playing this character was I was like, I can really see when the SHIT kicks up. It was interesting to see he went the opposite way. And I think that was what was most surprising for me.
Yeah. For Meryl, I would say what I really liked about her is the kind of fierceness that she has. She looks up to her mom a lot. And as soon as, things kind of start to get crazy, she's like, okay, I'm going to step up and I'm going to, prove myself to be this little adult already. And then I would say for her weakness, she might not be that adult just yet. And so she still has to kind of do her best to protect her brother, especially. But yeah, and maybe, she has her guard up a little bit at the beginning. So once she lets that down, I think she's pretty brave young woman. Yeah.
I think Arlo's greatest strength is the fact that he listens pretty well, so he won't wander off when he's not supposed to, pretty much. And then his weakness.
That's good. That's always a good quality.
Really good. Yes,
for kids, I have to tell you, that's a real top quality. Not to wander off by themselves alone. That's a big one. It's a good one. It's a good quality.
I think his greatest weakness is his want to always be where his mom or his sister is, and so when they're not with him,
and his dad too, probably.
That's not what he said.
Yeah. He didn't say it. Yeah.
Well, where his family is, and when he's not with them, I think he wants to go to them.
True. Okay, that's spot on right there. Because Yvonne is not here today, I did want to make sure to highlight her work in general and just what an exceptional force I think she is in this industry in general. So for each of you, can you tell me something you appreciated about her, not only as a scene partner, but also kind of as a leader on this set?
Yeah, that's pretty easy. I didn't know her personally, but I knew her work. And when I read where we had to go together, I was like, okay, this is, some of the people think some of the hard stuff you see on screen is going to be the hardest days. That's not always true. Sometimes the easiest scenes are the hardest, but those scenes where we really had to quote unquote go there, I was like, I know that's going to be good. I know she's going to, meet me really where I want to go, and she's going to blow it out of the water. And she did. She was amazing, and she's a good leader. I mean, she, I think we all kind of felt that through these first night shoots, and we were all just having fun, and the material was so intense, but we were always fine time. She's very funny and likes to have fun, and as we all did. So she was a great leader that way.
It's a relief to hear she likes to have fun with all the scenes that just flooded my mind.
Oh my gosh,
God.
I know, but if watching that and then reading this, I was like, okay, we got a shot here,
Yeah, totally. I would say what I find really interesting just acting wise is when people can tell so much without even speaking, just through a look, and she's like a master at that. So it was just great to be around her. And then, just she has this beautiful personality, and, she's producing the show too. It was just interesting to have those conversations with her as someone I just, I want to start directing and producing too. So to be around a woman like her who's so like strong and fun and simple and authentic, it was just a joy to work with her. You were great too, but we're talking about her right now.
The question was specifically about her.
Yeah, it
okay.
was. Yeah, she's awesome. She really is.
Well, I think what I like. I'm sorry.
Ice cream. Just keep thinking ice cream.
I think what I liked about her was the fact that she was so good, and that and I think what I liked the most about her is that the fact she was so good, and the fact that she was like,
she really took care of you and welcomed you, and made you feel safe with all those big scenes that you had, which is always very special when you have kids on set. Sometimes it's just so special when you make those kids feel included and like they're really a part of the story you're telling. And I saw her do that with him.
Oh, such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. With that, the time has come. I'm so excited to do this right now. This is the time where I must say goodbye to anyone who hasn't seen season 1 of Teacup in its entirety. This conversation will now include Teacup spoilers through the season 1 finale. So if you are not caught up, it's very easy. Push play, go on Peacock, binge the episodes, and then come right back here.